there, ain't no history, ain't no mystery about that, man. I want to get into something that's always been on my mind all the years I've been knowing you. Pimp C.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to Pimp C, man. And listen, it's a lot of people that don't know. When I say, nigga, this was how Pimp C and Bum B was, you might as well have been Bum P around that.
Yeah, I was Bum P.
They don't know how close you and Pimp C was. I remember being a young nigga, man. I mean, when the man got out of jail, you was right there. Like, he also had you in the studio. He was this video. It's all documented evidence of you kicking it with Pimp C. Man, tell the people, like, how did that relationship start, man? And what's some of your fondest memories of the legend, man, Pimp C, man?
Okay, when I met Pimp C, I was still down, right? And I'm in Sharp Towers Mall, and you know, I'm jewed up and tooed up, you know what I mean? Had the mink on, and I seen this nigga with some mink shoes on, so I looked down, you know, I used to model for Murray, so I'm like, oh, that nigga got a little flavor, right? A little light-skinned nigga. So I said, man, I'm signing with this nigga, right? I said, what's up, Pimpin? And he said, man, ain't you Pimpin Ken? I looked at him and said, ain't you Pimp C?
Knew who he was right away.
Yeah, man. And we, hey, man, we got to chopping it. And, man, I could never get rid of the brother, man. You know, I went to his house, went to his mama's house, you know what I'm saying? He showed me sex tapes and shit of R&B bitches and shit, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, this nigga crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? He telling me shit about, he said, man, Ken, you should be a producer. I said, I don't know about no producer. He said, no, neither do all the other niggas don't know about producer. He said, they got other niggas making their beats, you know what I'm saying? He said, I make the beats and you say you made them. I said, oh man, I said, that's crazy. And so, you know, I mean, you know, he was really, you know, like into the game. So, you know, I finally, you know, I blessed him with a white bitch, you know what I'm saying? And said, listen, man, you know, hey man, you know, I don't know what you want to do with this ism, man, but I said, man, this bitch right here, man, you know what I'm saying, she gonna give you that authentication that you need. This bitch gonna challenge you, you know what I'm saying? She gonna really test your pimping, man. She gonna really see if this shit in you or not, or is this shit in you or is on you. And so he said, yeah, man. So, you know, Pimp mashed on that bitch like a Idaho potato, man, you know, and he got on that hoe, you know what I'm saying? And man, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, Jeezy and Bum B and Zero Tay, when we was at the Get Throw video, Pimp would call me and say, Ken, how did the bitch hand me the money? Did the bitch hand me the money right? And Jeezy and Bum B now looking like, what the fuck is going on, yo? And you know, but they didn't know, man, I was giving my man the game, you know what I'm saying? Man, we would ride, man, just get on that motherfucking 10, man, go to Port Arthur, man, and we go, you know, to different states and shit, just chop gang all day. So, you know what I'm saying? We finally, you know, my man, you know, he caught a bad action, he caught a little bad lick. We at the Sharp Town Mall, you know, they allegedly say he upped the gun on the bitch, and, you know, he came and said, man, Ken, they tripping. And, man, that day he went to jail, you know what I'm saying? A week later, I went down and I visited him, and I said, man, what we need to do? I said, what we need to do, man, what's the plan? He said, man, this is the plan. He said, just hold me down. So I sent them pictures. I sent bitches, you know, naked pictures, you know what I mean? No, niggas want naked pictures. I had bitches writing and shit.
Speaking of that, though, how was his spirit when he was in there that you can remember? If you can remember, like, how was he? Was he down?
I mean, you know, Pimp, you know, at some juncture, some juncture, you know what I'm saying? You know, he was just like, man, you know, send me a couple pictures, and you know, he wasn't really into that, you know, man, take care of me and send me some money, you know. Even though a nigga have sent the money before, he wasn't into that. He was just doing his bit, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, when he came home, you know, one of the first people he asked for was me. And
I remember.
And niggas was jealous and niggas was mad. It's like,
no. It's real. It's real document, man. It's like, it's evidence of that, man. It's evidence of that. Because I remember when he came home, he was one of the first people that I seen him in the studio with, man. This before the internet even was here, man. And it's like, man, like, speaking on his early departure, man, like, can you remember like exactly where you was at when you got that call?
Man, I was in Atlanta, man. We had, me and Paper Chase, we had I had an Escalade, right, with me and Paper Chase and 50 Cent picture on it. We was promoting, and we was trailing in my SL55. It's a SL55. It's what they call that shit, one of them little AMG motherfucking Benzes, right? $200,000 motherfucking bad motherfucker, right? We in that bitch, and we trailing, so we pull up in the garage, and over this little house that we was at, you know, we was ducked off in College Park. And so once we put the truck in there, and we was taking the tape, and then, you know, so all I know is I see Paper Chase drop the phone, Nigga, what's happening? You know, me, I'm a street nigga. I'm like, nigga, what's up? You know what I mean? Like, what's happening, man? You know what I'm saying? You know, nigga, we got beef, we got drama, we got to handle some shit. And he said, man, they said Pimp dead again. So man, I just got to call everybody. So I called Rick, and Rick said, yeah, it's true. And then my nigga 17, you know what I'm saying?
And for those of them who don't know who Rick is, who was Rick?
Rick Martin is the nigga that got us the $3 million deal. That's Pimp C manager. You know, he's a cold motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. Rick.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Dude, Def really like hit the hip hop world in the streets real hard, man. And there's always been a lot of uncertainty around his death. I don't want to bring up no old wounds, but I really feel like, you know what I'm saying, he ain't go at his own will. You know what I'm saying? If that make any sense to you, man. Rest in peace to Pimp C, man.
Yeah, we got a documentary coming out called The True Story about Pimp C. And, you know, 17 and all the niggas, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, we got a lot of other people that's in there, you know, they speaking on it. And, you know, my thing is, you know, I went there, you know, so I don't like to, you know, speculate. You know, but one thing I can tell you for sure, man, Pimp, if he was drinking syrup and he was blowing or whatever the fuck they say he was doing, he been doing that shit for a minute if he was. And, you know what I'm saying, I know that just that, you know, any motherfucker that blow, any motherfucker that do syrup, they know how much syrup to take. You know what I'm saying? Sleep apnea didn't take the man out, as they trying to say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think a motherfucker might have, you know, put too much syrup or didn't cut the shit right and did that shit on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers, you know, I mean, Pimp is a real dramatic brother, you know what I'm saying? He can be your best friend or he can be your worst enemy. You know what I'm saying? He'll say some shit to break your motherfucking heart. And you know, he might have broke some hearts and some spirits around that motherfucker. Niggas probably was like, man, you know, fuck this nigga type shit. And gave the nigga some bad, you know, some bad shit.
Now